Hello, I'm Steve. Thanks for visiting the Patio Heat channel, where we provide visual concepts of infrared heating as well as tips for ideal patio comfort. Check out our patioheat.com website for sales and more information. Please tap that like button if you find this video useful, as it helps others find our channel. Now let's get heating. Alright, so here we have this standalone structure. It's a louvered structure, and you can see the configuration here. Let's go ahead and just look right into the dimensions. So I believe this is in a very cold climate here, so just bear that in mind. 16 by 16. I have a height here of about 9 feet. I have 9 feet 6 at the top, and total square foot would be 256 square feet. Now, if I did a calculation on that, 256 times about 275 to 300 BTUs per square foot would give me about 76,800 BTUs required to heat this whole entire space. And if I divided it by the output of the Infratech 6,000 watt unit, which is about 20,500 BTUs, it's a little bit less than that, I think, that would come out with 3.7 heaters total required to heat up the whole space. Now, we don't need to heat up the TV set area over here, and you can see that the seating here is just pretty much on the outside areas. So we're going to concentrate just on heating those spaces alone with the 6,000 watt unit. Now, a 6,000 watt unit at this mounting height, 9 feet, you can see that the finished height will be right around that 8 foot 1 inch mark at a 25-degree angle. So you'll see that the intensity is going to be kind of hot for this application. And the reason why I'm still choosing the 6,000 watt is because it's the cold climate that it's in. Now, the footprint of heat that you can get out of a 6,000 watt unit when mounted about 10 feet off the ground is going to be about 12 feet wide. So obviously we are not going to be able to heat up this whole area. In fact, though, because it's lower than that 10 feet off the floor, our footprint is going to be a lot less, and I'd say somewhere more in the nature of about 9 to 10 feet across. So we're not going to be able to heat up the whole space unless we put in more units. Anything else here that I want to talk about? I would be, well, I should mention that the client here did mention that they're going to have a fan there, and they are concerned about the fan. However, I don't see how we could mount a unit in this space without placing them on the outside perimeter of this structure, just because of the fact that if we even had it here, our footprint of heat is going to be smaller, as well as we couldn't put the 6,000 watt unit. We could only put like say a 5,000 watt unit, which would be the shorter unit, 39 inches long. This is 61.25 inch roughly. So yeah, this is the only configuration I would really recommend having here. So all right, let's go ahead and turn off the dimensions and go ahead and look at the footprint of heat. So footprint of heat, you can see here, as it stretches out further, it moves out further, like that full 12-foot span. But close here to the seating arrangement here, we're not going to get that full 12 feet across. We're going to get something, like I said, more like this 9-foot section here. And with 3 units, I think we're going to cover up the seating area fairly well. You could, again, I had this at 25-degree angles just because I wanted to get most of the heat inside or underneath the structure itself, rather than if I place the heater more like a 5-degree angle or maybe even 10-degree angle, I would really be concentrating it just on the seats here, and that would be fine as well. However, we're not overheating, we're not heating up this area here as much as I'd like to. So I really want to cast that ray inside here, get this area nice and warm. Now, you could use a 4,000 watt unit. They do have the slimline unit that would probably look a little bit better than the 6,000 watt CD model. However, I don't believe the 4,000 watt is going to give you that, extend that period of time in the colder climate times that you really want to. So I would go with the full 6,000 and use some sort of control system. That control system could be a duplex switch on each unit, or it could be a full control system where you can control the units from 1% on to 100% on, and that would probably be my preferred system for that. Again, 4,000 watt units, you could angle it down so that you're getting most of the heat just on the chairs. And again, to me, for the cold times of the year, I just don't like that idea. But it would be acceptable for, let's say, maybe 50-degree weather, something like that. And this would just allow you to go to a little bit lower temperature than that, I think. Now, I don't think you're going to be able to get into the 30s and be very comfortable wearing a t-shirt or something like that. But every individual is a little bit different, so I think it's possible that some people might be able to do that if they're acclimated to that temperature and they feel comfortable with that. But you can see also here, we're not covering all the space here. I do have these units centered within the 16-foot by 16-foot span, and it's centered on this 6-inch. I have a 6-inch dimension here. It might be a little bit larger, 8 or 9 inches, but I do have it centered within there. All right, well, I hope this has helped. If you're looking for some assistance with your outdoor heating application and you would like us to review your plans, I'm Steve. Send your information to designs@patioheat.com. And again, please tap that like button. We don't advertise, we don't monetize, therefore YouTube will not promote our channel unless we receive your appreciation, and we truly thank you for that. Have a great day.